Still a few days away, but the Troy police want you to start thinking about safety.
Plus, freshmen got a crash course today in how to register for classes. Stay tuned. TrojanVision Nightly News starts now.
From the worldwide campuses of Troy University, this is Troy TrojanVision Nightly News.
Hello and welcome to TrojanVision Nightly News for October 27th, 2009. I'm Amber Carter.
And I'm Mackenzie Hicks. Thank you for joining us this evening.
The Pike County Health Department will start administering a limited number of doses of the H1N1 influenza vaccine beginning tomorrow. The vaccine will only be offered to individuals targeted in high-risk groups such as pregnant women, children 6 months through 4 years old, parents, siblings, and caregivers of children less than 6 months old, children 5 to 18 years old who have underlying medical conditions, and healthcare workers. The Pike County Health Department will give the shots from 8 to 4 tomorrow. Once again, the limited number of doses will only be given to high-risk individuals. For more information on the vaccinations, you can go to the Alabama Department of Public Health website at www.adph.org.
It's time for the ghosts and goblins to start coming out this time of year, but no matter what the costume is, safety is the main key.
Trick or treat is what many kids say when knocking on doors, but this Halloween, the Troy Police Department wants to make sure that kids receive more treats than tricks.
You have a lot of excitement. That's one of the first things that happens with young people on Halloween. They're very excited about that event, about that night. So by dressing up and going from door to door. So when you do those type of things, you need to be aware that there's some conditions that we got to follow.
This Halloween will be busier than usual due to the Troy University football game going on Saturday night, and Scarborough says that traffic will be something to watch out for.
This happens to be at the same night of a ball game. So that is another concern. So we need to be conscious of that, be aware of that, and understand that safety comes first. My general rule would be I would stay away from any large traffic flow.
Some Halloween safety tips for kids. 1, do not trick or treat without an adult present. You never know what can happen. 2, carry a flashlight so you are not walking in the dark. 3, keep to one neighborhood when trick-or-treating. And 4, before eating all that yummy candy, be sure to check for any open candy, and if you find some, throw it away. But Halloween is not only about the trick-or-treaters being safe, it's about the drivers as well.
There are going to be vehicles on the roadway, on the streets, going slow. I would suggest that they would put their caution lights on.
And one more tip from Sergeant Scarborough: if you see a porch light off, do not try to trick or treat at that house.
Troy University's Relay for Life is hoping to scare some folks into helping with the fight against cancer. This week, the Ghost of Shackelford Hall, as the group is calling it, is making trips around campus delivering treats to faculty and staff. The Ghostly Offerings is a fundraiser for the organization. People can contact Relay and have treats delivered anywhere on campus by the Ghost this week. Those involved feel it is a sweet way to help with the fight against cancer.
I think it's wonderful. I teach nursing at Troy University, and a number of my students know about my situation, and they're all supportive. And I think it's a great fundraiser and a good public awareness campaign for breast cancer.
I had a lot of fun. I like to support breast cancer research, so it was good to show my support.
To order a Ghostly goodie, you can email Relay for Life at relayforlife@troy.edu. Freshmen got a chance to get some advice on how to register for classes next week from Career Services.
Sean Tousineau has that story.
Career Services held a workshop for freshmen in the Trojan Center ballrooms. This workshop helps freshmen who have never registered for classes other than during Impact, giving them a feel for what registration is like at Troy University.
Seeing how the only registration that most of them have been through is Impact, and they just dealt with student workers for registration. This way they'll know exactly what they need to do by seeing their advisor, the times of registration, and what they have to go through to make sure they get the classes they need.
The workshop teaches students when to meet with their advisors, any registration holds they might have, and what general studies they're required to take, and Andres explains how they got the word out to freshmen.
Orientation classes is our main target because the majority of those classes are first semester freshmen. Been sending out emails, the campus events calendar on online, the email, and also the departments have been gracious to help us out with this as well.
Registration can be a scary experience for incoming freshmen, and one student explains the difference in registering for classes in high school as opposed to college.
It is a scary experience because so many freshmen are trying to learn how to transition from high school to college, and usually we were babied in high school, so our teachers, our parents told us we knew what classes we wanted to take, and here we're more independent and it's more of our decision, so we're trying to figure out how to do just that.
From this workshop, freshmen shouldn't be scared at all about battling registration. They were equipped with a catalog and an academic evaluation sheet telling which classes they need to take for certain majors. And what will they gain from this?
I hope to gain what I want to major in and exactly how I'm going to do that. Hopefully, towards the end, by the time I graduate, I can, be successful in whatever I want to do.
It's a big transition from high school to college, so Career Services made the move a little easier by guiding freshmen on how to register for classes. Sean Tusuno, Troy TrojanVision News.
This was the first out of 3 sessions. Each day, Career Services will be highlighting different majors. The next sessions will be held tomorrow and Thursday at 3 in the Trojan Center ballrooms.
And now, taking a look at news from around the state, a Milan City woman has been charged with stealing more than $4,000 from the Parent-Teacher Association chapter where she was president. The Dothan Eagle reports Tuesday that Dale County Sheriff investigators have charged 35-year-old Brandis M. Alberton with theft of property in the first degree. The Sheriff's Department released a statement on Alberton's October 16th charge.
And next in state news, a survey by the American Association of School Administrators shows that 3/4 of public schools in Alabama lost jobs during the summer, with more cuts expected next year. A survey of 42 Alabama superintendents shows that cuts have been heaviest for classroom aides and among teachers of core subjects such as English and math.
And last in state news, a former Huntsville police officer has been sentenced to 7 years in prison for possessing a handgun with a serial number removed. Circuit Judge Karen Hall gave the sentence to 32-year-old Wes Little on Monday, saying law enforcement officers are held to a higher standard. She said the case was very difficult on everyone involved, and she took note on Little's family and the numerous witnesses who spoke on his behalf.
Well, still to come on Trojan Vision Nightly News, the women's golf team played in Troy for the first time ever. Ben Stanfield will let us know how they came out next in sports.
But first, it'll be another day before the NASA can launch their newest rocket. That story is on the other side of the break, so don't go anywhere.
Hit it!
You're watching the award-winning Troy TrojanVision Nightly News.
Welcome back. NASA's going to have to wait another day to launch its newest rocket.
That's right, Mackenzie, and as Drew Levinson reports from the Kennedy Space Center, in many ways the Ares 1 holds the key to the future of the U.S. manned space program.
NASA's first.
And that's all the time we have for Trojan Vision Nightly News. From all of us here at Trojan Vision, thanks for joining us.
And remember to see our stories anytime. You can go to the university website at troy.edu, scroll down to the quick links, and click on Trojan Vision. Have a good night.